Hello, everyone, to the Collector's Table Live. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Shane, the Dark Lord. Welcome to the live.
Good to
And
be here.
Tre LBS for life. What's going on?
What's up, everybody? What's up,
Got
party?
a little bit of a different background there, huh, Tre?
Yeah, a little bit different. Sometimes you got to go 007 and do
Got to
things a
go
little bit different.
007. Got to switch it up, man. Keep them
Yeah,
guessing.
007 working on 8. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
So,
Yeah, that last double. Did you see the last Bond movie? Did you
yeah,
see? Did
yeah.
you like that movie?
Not that I wasn't starring in it. But no, I'm just playing. It was okay. I thought they were pressing. It seems like they need to, do some updates and some changes. I'm sure they'll
Yeah.
get it right. There's been so many of them.
Yeah. Anyway, I like that. I like that actor. What's his name? Daniel Craig. I think he's the best
Yeah,
Bond.
love Daniel.
Him and the other guy that made For Your Eyes Only, the newer one, Brosnan or whatever his name is.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah,
Pierce
that
Brosnan.
guy. What's up,
Hmm.
Shane? What's going on, brother?
Not much. Just enjoying the weekend. Had a good show last night. Fucking laughed my ass off on the Saturday Night Raw show, and then I got this show today. Going to see Creed 3 with a couple buddies and my son, and then doing the Collectors Enabled tonight.
I want to see that movie. That movie looks really good, man. I like.
Didn't even see a trailer for it.
Oh, you didn't watch the trailer yet?
If I know I'm going to see a movie, I go in fresh.
The trailer's even good, man. Yeah, it's
I,
hard for me to not watch a trailer. I like to watch the trailer, but then after I watch it, I'm like, man, I wish I didn't watch it because now I just gave away too much. But
it's all about discipline.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So, what's new with you guys? You guys got anything new going on? Any new pieces coming in? Anything you put on pre-order recently?
I pre-ordered that Darth crate that you guys saw last week. Um, there's a Mr. Sinister custom going for pre-order this month that I'm going to jump on, and then we should be getting the reveal of PCS Devastator next month. And
Okay.
told me. So also Azersi is making their Shockwave and their Megatron, and those should be up for PO this year.
Nice.
So I'll
That's
be getting
crazy.
those.
You're gonna get both of those?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Dark
And what about
Lord.
you, Trey? What you
Hey man,
got?
I'm completely on hold until the LBS Iron Man comes out. So I heard
Nice.
it could be the end of this month. It could be sometime in April. And I'm gonna sit tight and wait for that Iron Man.
Okay.
I also heard the 1/4 scale tweeter head Joker on Throne should be shipping. I think it's second quarter of this year, so maybe May.
I
Possibly.
saw a picture that would go so well with that. You know, I canceled mine. I had mine and I canceled it because I got more expensive things coming in. But and I'm not really going down that line, but I really do like that statue still. Because you said you got the quarter scale, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I had. I had the quarter scale. Obviously, I got the 6 scale as the giveaway. But later on, we're going to talk about. Actually, I guess we could just mention what we're going to talk about in today's show. So, go through some pictures. But off that Joker maquette, you just reminded me is that there's a art print that goes really well, I think, with that statue. And I wanted to show you because I knew you were getting that statue. So that would be kind of cool to talk about. A lot of different art prints. I just started looking at art prints recently only because I just never have before. And I started going on Sideshow's site and everybody was talking about them. So we'll talk about that a little bit today. We got some pictures to go through for the Jean Grey, some customs, Spider-Man, whole bunch of other stuff there. So let's
Fun.
see. Yeah. Let's see if we can say what's up to the guys. I actually got, you know what I'm going to do here? Something I've never done before.
I did send you some extra pics just to show later, like that Sinister that's going up for sale. If
Okay.
anyone is interested in it, I know the commissioner. He's a good guy, and he's trustworthy. So
That's the way the XM's one should have looked, but
Yes. Yeah, not like shit.
that's really cool looking. All right, let's play a little. I'm gonna try a little background music that I never tried before. You guys tell me if that's too loud. Is that good?
I can't hear it. Oh, now I could hear it.
Sounds good.
Go put a little higher. And let's say what's up to the guys. Let's see who's in the chat so far. The nice guy. Good morning, man.
What's up, nice guy?
Thanks for joining. My man Edwin, like usual. Your book should be there tomorrow, I think, Edwin, if you haven't gotten it yet, because I know you're in Puerto Rico. So, yeah, book should be coming.
Edwin's a staple in every show.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Edwin the homie.
Same, what's up, my fellow geeks, my fellow nerds? We already said what's up to Edwin. All Things Gaming, what's good, fellas? What's up, man?
What's up?
All right. Dwayne Davis, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Dwayne Davis. What's up, homie?
Jesse Hernandez, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up, Jesse?
Dwayne Davis, this is slowly becoming my favorite stream. Love the topics, picks, and how it flows. Thank you, man. That was very kind of you. Thank you. We appreciate you too, man. Edwin Diaz Creed is very good. So it appears he's already seen it. When did that
Edwin's
come out?
everywhere. Told you, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere, even in the
He
theaters.
must have like 13 clones. He's just everywhere. He's the man.
When did that movie come out? Did it just come out like
Friday, maybe Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
This weekend, anyway.
I might try to go catch that thing today, man. That's a
Yeah,
good thing
bring
about
the,
doing the streams a little earlier. You know, I can still do something
your
later,
intern.
which is kind of cool. My answer, yeah, she would love
Daddy
that movie.
intern day.
Yep. All right, who else we got in here?
Yeah.
At Shane, getting the Sinister with the clone tanks, or the boom one. Bomb one.
The bomb, Brotherhood of Mutants.
Okay.
Less of a footprint. The other one's very nice too with the clone tanks, and it fits because it's Sinister. If anyone knows the story, but it takes too much of a footprint for me, and I want to fit a few more villains on the X-Men villain shelf. So,
Okay. Mitchell, what's good, guys? What's going on? How you doing, man? Let's see who else we got in here. Figure Kong. Hey guys, happy Sunday. What's up, brother?
Okay.
And Jesse Hernandez got my Omni in a few days ago. Thanks again, man. Hey, you bet, man. You bet. I hope you enjoy it. All right. So,
nice.
Yep. A couple other topics that we're talking about today, guys. Trey came up with some good topics for us. Let's see. We're going to talk about some franchises that we think that should be represented that are not represented. Also, what franchises would be... You know what? Let's just go right into the questions. Let's not even talk about it. Let's just go straight into the questions. Does that work for you guys?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, it looks like my man Cash is backstage.
Oh, shit.
Cash, the Gemini, in the building. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Shit,
Happy
he must
Sunday,
be with
homie.
Trey. He must be in the house. Are you visiting Cash? Is that where you live?
If I was, I'd be in a mansion right now.
You Cash and Dante? Are you guys in the same house? Fuck.
What's up, man?
What's going on, Cash? Hey, you know, those walls, I know I was watching your video on how you were redoing that room. Those walls look perfect for art prints, man. You know, you're the reason, actually, that I've been looking at art prints recently. So you kind of got me started with that. I ordered my first one, but we'll talk about it a little later.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was watching some of your videos. I know you talk about art prints at least quite a bit, I think. And
yeah.
So anyway,
I just want to be sure of something. Do you guys see Cash? Or is it just fucking me who sees the black screen in the circle?
No, I see Cash.
It's you. I see
You
Cash.
see Cash? I don't see Cash at all. I don't see him. I don't hear him.
This
You don't hear him
motherfucker.
either?
No.
Are you being serious right now?
I'm glad I'm not fucking high right now because I'd be tripping. No, I don't see him at all. I see a black screen with the spinning white circle. I don't see him.
Oh, like he hasn't loaded in.
I don't know who you're talking to.
Try to leave the stream and come back in because we could see him. I thought he was joking. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I thought he was joking because we were talking about Men in Black earlier, like erasing memories and stuff.
It won't let me leave. I'm trying to leave.
Not letting you leave? Here, I'll try to kick you.
Literally telling me.
It's like an ugly girl, man. She won't let you leave.
Here, I got him. I'm going to try to. There we go. All right. So we'll wait for him to try to get back in here before we start the questions. Figured Kong, happy. Hey, guys, happy Sunday. Thanks, man. Oh, we already went through that. Yep. Talked about that already. Saying what's up to you, Cash. We know what's happening, guys. What's up, Cash? What up? Saw Reemergence last night. How'd you like it? I haven't seen that movie. I'm probably gonna wait until that movie actually comes out on video or something like that. But yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. Here, let me try to lower this music just a little bit so we can talk. So let's go through some of these questions that Trey came up with. All right, Trey, take it away, brother. Floor is yours. Can you see the questions? Oh, did he freeze again? Trey's been having some internet issues because he's out in the country.
Yeah. Yeah. So what 80s and 90s franchises do we still need to see representation from? It could even be, characters. But I know a lot of people have been, talking about, whether it's, I know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are hot right now, but things like that from your past that you feel like other people would really want to buy. I know like Shane coming up with the Cobra, just things like that. What are things that would really, kind of help the community and expand collections?
I'll let you start, Cash. Do you know yet? I got an idea, but go ahead.
I mean, I'd love to see more Terminator is what I would love to see more of. But right now, I would probably say I'm really happy with Motu being done. The statues damn near look better than the animated, series. So I'm happy with Motu, but I would love to see Terminator, like kind of like even like a Terminator mythos that they could do. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, let me tell you, when I was a kid, I loved the Terminator. Love the Terminator. I mean, that thing was awesome. Arnold did an amazing job. That's why that movie's so stupid popular. I wish we see more Terminator statues, obviously. I want to see a really, like, maybe a quarter scale, like, or even a 1/3 scale exoskeleton, just like the skeleton itself.
Yeah.
That would be really cool, but yeah. What I used to watch when I was a kid, I don't know if you guys watched it, was Knight Rider. I used to watch the hell out of some shit out of some Knight Rider. And I don't really go into show pieces or movie pieces too much, besides that Game of Thrones, I guess, behind me. But I would think like a cool Knight Rider statue standing next to Kit, you know what I mean? With the car next to him, and just kind of like a museum pose with the car next to him. I think that would be cool.
Is that David Hasselhoff?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I used to watch the shit out of some Baywatch too, man. I know everybody used to watch it because of the girls or whatever, but like I actually watched it because of the show. Like I thought it was a good show.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I was like 5, but for some reason, I was in the Baywatch.
Everybody was in the Baywatch, man.
I just saw some pictures, like I think 2 days ago, showing David Hasselhoff talking into his watch. They already had Apple Watches back then, talking to Kit and telling him to do whatever. Like I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was man. I used to love that show. Also like when like Power Rangers came out when I was a kid,
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw the first. Well, hang on. I saw the first episode, and then I saw the first episode, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is." I wasn't into Power Rangers. Some people were. Some people are like diehard fans. I saw the first episode, and when I saw the one guy standing, like all the bad guys standing there waiting for their turn to get kicked in the face, I was like, "I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
out." Where's Kit? Where's Knight Rider again?
Yeah.
But I wanted to like it. So.
What's up,
what
Cash?
about you?
Oh, what's up, man?
Oh, you can see him now?
And now I see him. He does exist.
Shane, what's your so what do you think about this question? What 80s or 90s franchises would you need more representation from in a statue?
Voltron.
Mm.
Definitely need a 3-foot tall Voltron.
I told you I had that Voltron toy. It was like 50, it's not really 50 pounds, but it was heavy as shit, and it was like made out of metal. All the lions came together.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know what toy I'm talking about, but I had one, and it was a big, heavy metal toy because that's how they made toys back then. That toy was older than me.
For me, it's hard because there's a lot of franchises I could name that I'd love to see made in statues, but I just don't have the room to buy them. So I wouldn't purchase any of them. Although I would buy the Voltron.
Voltron.
Would you only do the lions, or would you want the cars and planes too?
Lions. Just the lions.
I would take them both. Number one, because I'd want to complete it. I want that second set of robots. Plus, I loved both. Like, I hated when the cartoon came on and it wasn't the lions. But then if I sat there long enough, I was like, okay, I'm happy it's the cars and the planes and stuff like that.
Dwayne Davis, I would love some statues from the Wildcats comics. That would be cool too. They had some dope characters like Grifter.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Mitchell, Prime 1 and Darkseid are coming out with the Terminator statues. Yeah, what scale was that again? Is that third? I think it's third.
If it's Darkseid, it's third, most likely.
Yeah. Oh, man, I forgot about this show. Gargoyles. Did you guys watch it? Was it called Gargoyles? I think it was called.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was such a good animated show.
Do you think that would translate well to statue form, or would they have to stylize it more?
For us, I think for the majority of like collectors like us, I think that they would probably have to go like, like the Ninja Turtles route. Like it's still animated, but realistic. They would have to go something like that at the bare minimum. Because
have you
this
guys
is
not
like
seen the custom?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'll send you the picture. It's actually pretty good.
Let me see if I can pull it up. See if I can pull it up here in a second. Mitchell, Knight Rider is a classic. Currently building my kit car. Really? That's cool. How are you building it? Are you just got a model kit or something, or? I'm kind of curious about that. I watch both Baywatch and the Babes and the Story. Yeah. Oh, Mr. X, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Silverhawks. Did you guys watch that?
Yeah, had the toys too.
I never watched Silverhawks. Extreme Channel, hello there.
Centurions had all the toys. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, both are 1/3. There are a custom group with the quarter scale. He's getting ready to show us. I'll pull that up here in a second. Did you already send it, Shane?
No, I'm finding it now.
Trying to look for it. Okay.
Another franchise I really loved was Cops. You ever see that? The cartoon, not the.
No, I'm like, yeah.
I don't think I saw
Ever
that.
seen Cops? Dun, 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 dun. Cops. Oh man, with Big Boss and Berserker.
I used to watch the shit out of Cops, like the show. Like I used to love watching Cops.
No, I'm talking the animated Cops.
Mm-mm.
Oh man,
never heard of it. That's the first time I ever heard of that.
Really?
Trey, have you heard of that?
No, man, I haven't heard anything about it.
How fucking old am I? Has no one in the chat ever heard of Cops?
You might actually be the oldest one on the panel right now.
This can't be a fucking Canadian thing. Like it's got to be.
Now, Dukes of Hazzard, I would have been all over. They'd
Only
make a
Calvin
dinner
to
leave
ever
for me.
attempt
It'd be
gargoyle
over.
statue was Bowen. Yeah. Mr. X saying what's up. Chris Landers, Thundercats. Yeah, man.
What's up, Chris?
Who doesn't
yeah.
love Thundercats, right? Building it by my monthly subscription. Visionaries would be sick. Cops and crooks. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I think that's the only other thing that I could think of. Knight Rider was a big one for me. I used to watch Airwolf too, but I don't know if I would ever want a statue of that. A-Team. A-Team was cool,
Yeah.
but these are all like kind of show movie statues. But yeah, that's the only other thing. Oh, I mean, come on. Spawn.
Yeah.
Spawn. What are we doing here? I'm still waiting on my Spawn. I've been waiting for Spawn for so long, it's ridiculous. I love Todd. I love Todd McFarlane, but like, buddy, come on. Do the people justice. Put that Spawn statue out there. I think everybody would agree that they want a licensed Spawn piece.
Maybe Ant can negotiate and make it happen.
Oh man, that would that's funny that you said that, because I'm just gonna pull this up right now since you mentioned that. Let me share the screen. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but Ant mentioned this. I am beyond geeked right now. 3 big license announcements coming for PCS. Once the ink is dry on the contracts, we will announce. All 3 are completely different from each other. I've been trying to get these for probably close to 5 years now. Glad I never gave up or give up. So that kind of segues into this. What do you think he's going to mention?
Voltron.
Voltron?
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
I'm like I said, I keep talking about Spawn because Spawn is like one of my favorite characters ever. I would love to see a Spawn character. If now Ant has spoken or has talked about before about trying to get Spawn and he couldn't, and he was gonna keep trying. If he gets this, that would be cool. But I kind of think it's a long shot. I think it's kind of a long shot.
And then I'm saying 3 are completely different from each other.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what throws me off at that point. In a good
I sent
way.
those pictures at him.
All right, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, you guys keep talking about what you think he's going to mention, because I have no idea besides the stuff that he's already kind of teased.
I don't think it's going to be horror.
I loved. Oh, sorry, Cash, go ahead.
No, I was just I don't think it's going to be horror, because PCS seems to be able to get the horror stuff, so I don't think it's
I agree
horror.
with that. I also really loved Biker Mice from Mars, the cartoon. You guys don't know it?
I don't
Nope,
think I know
that's
that.
why I'm laughing.
I was just laughing at the old guy. Go fuck yourselves.
Are these just Canadian? Like, and I'm not trying to be funny, but are these just like Canadian things or something?
No,
Or
how old are you, Adam?
I'm 37. I'll be 38 in July.
Jesus Christ. I'm here with kids.
How old are you again? You're in your 40s. I know that, but like, how
I'm
old are you again?
43.
Oh my
Man.
God, come on. That's not that far off.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you should know Biker Mice from Mars.
I'm like a toy connoisseur in cartoons. I've never heard of that.
And I think that's
Hey,
a Canadian
if
thing.
if you're going to dub yourself a cartoon connoisseur, you've never heard of Cops and you've never heard of Biker Mice from Mars,
I haven't, man.
turn in that fucking patch right now. You've lost
Turn it in.
Turn it in. I'm falling for it.
I'm trying to get these
The
pictures.
shows
for
were
you guys.
amazing.
I used to watch the shit out of some Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah.
I used to like, what was it called? The Monsters, where the guy used to hold his eyes. Real Monsters, I think. You remember that show?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I meant good cartoons. That's what I was talking about. I'm a connoisseur of good cartoons. I'm playing.
So good.
All right, let me see if I can pull this up.
Ooh.
Or at least somebody said Dwayne.
So
Dwayne
this
said
is
he's heard
a-
of Biker Mice. So it
This
must
is
be
a-
real.
I guess. Is this a custom? You said this was a custom, right?
Yeah, that's a custom.
It looks just like the cartoon.
And you could the wings come in 2 different ways, open or closed.
Oh, it's got a light up?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That Goliath is a nice piece.
That's a quarter scale too, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty big next to him. Because this is a 3rd scale, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Oh, he's got some cool posters back there too. These are like very nostalgic for me. The turtles and
Looks really good.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, it came out good.
It goes more of the closed wings. Is this like an older piece or what?
Yeah, probably about 3 years old.
Is that the same statue? That's not the same statue, is it? It looks a lot more purple there.
Yeah, that was the render.
Okay.
But the other ones are actual, obviously, in hand.
All right, so that leads us to our. This is kind of like almost the same. It's kind of a segue into this question. Like, what do you think would sell the best though, on a statue that they haven't made yet? Is there a statue that you guys have in mind that would be like, hey man, this thing they haven't even really made it, but it would sell the shit out of it would sell really good, or really well.
If a licensed company made it?
Yeah, license. Yeah, because customs, everybody's making all kinds of custom stuff.
Right. That's a very good question.
I think we've said it too on 2 of them. I think the Voltron franchise could be huge, especially breaking up the robots, but also like the lions, but also the Spawn. I mean, if McFarlane would just let go and let God, I think we could have some big stuff with that.
God, I know it's such a long shot, but I hope that's what Ant says. I would freak out like a little schoolgirl. Seriously. Spawn. I mean, I was just a big Spawn. I used to collect the figures and the toys when I was a kid. But I don't really.
I still have them
all.
I still have them all.
Oh, you do? I should have kept mine. I don't really collect things with articulation anymore, but get these pictures saved so I can show you guys that Shane sent me. Yeah, I don't collect anything like Hot Toys. I bought like one Hot Toy, and it was a Batman Arkham piece. And I think they're really stepping up their game too with these Hot Toys, but I don't really like stuff with articulation. I like looking at them though. But here's what Shane was talking about here. Let me see if I can share the screen again. This is really what the Mr. Sinister should look like. I hate to say it, but that's what he really should have looked like. I don't really think now. A lot of people are. I mean, I don't know. I would still want to see that Mr. Sinister in person that XM is making. I know a lot of people were. Yeah, I know a lot of people were trashing it. You know, the Batman statue collector was talking about the one Superman with the seam line on the side. It was the which version of Superman was that again? With the mixed media outfit.
Sideshow?
Yeah, it was the Sideshow one. Christopher Reeves. It was the Christopher Reeves one. Format.
Sideshow shit show.
I actually saw that in person. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Even though the S is all fucked up on it and the portrait.
It didn't look that bad in person. I promise it didn't look that bad in person.
Or maybe that one didn't look that bad.
I don't think it did. I don't. You know, when I did that review, the guest review, when I went to the guy's house, Mike the Collector for the Hulkbuster, he had one, and I saw it there, and I said, "Oh man, what do you think about this thing?" He's like, "Man, I like it. I think it looks great." You can't really even see that seam line that he was talking about on the side, but that's what kind of made me change my view to kind of slow up and be like, okay, I'd like to see it myself. But
if they made a traditional one of this, like XM, if they had made this first, do you think that it would have been such a big backlash on this latest Sinister that came out, or do you think people would have wanted to get it?
No, I mean, people would still trash it because it doesn't look the greatest, but they'd just be happy that they got their classic Sinister that they wanted. So I think more people would be indifferent about it.
I really like how this looks. I wish it was like a licensed piece. I mean, I could still get it. It doesn't matter, but like, it's really cool looking.
What they did was they left the door open for LBS to come out with a really great Mr. Sinister. Left it wide open.
Man, you imagine a 1/3 Mr. Sinister? I don't know. I mean,
hint to JC.
That'd be cool. I guarantee if you do a 1/3 Mr. Sinister, nobody's really done it. So it would probably sell out.
Yeah.
And he's right. They are making a blob too, a 1/4 scale blob.
Who's making a blob?
The same company that's doing this Mr. Sinister.
Oh, okay.
I saw that blob.
All right. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
A lot of switch out options.
Yeah. Let's go on to our next topic. Right here, Trey, what do you got?
Have we seen more discounts than ever in recent years because of the economy? For example, so I know we've all noticed how Sideshow keeps discounting, and I think we saw that Batman, the Faylock Batman again. I think it was off 15%. I think I saw that on your channel, if I'm not mistaken, Cash, or maybe it was on Secret Sanctuary. But are we seeing more discounts given just because of the state of the economy? And do you feel like we're going to continue seeing more?
I think it's a combination of the economy, the high shipping prices, and the ultra high ESs that these companies are making. So they just have a bunch of leftover stock. I think it's the totality of all of that stuff, not just one.
I agree.
Have you guys been taking advantage of any of the discounts?
Yeah, I have. That's how I got my Sideshow Carnage. It was a discount, 13% off. Nightcrawler was 15% off. Basically, everything Shane said is basically how I feel. Like, there's kind of no point for me to buy something full price when I know a discount is coming. And it's really, I don't use the word, but I guess for lack of better terms, it's really sad because the artwork deserves a lot more appreciation. But the fact from a financial standpoint, if I know I can save $90 to $100 some, why not? That can go towards another piece.
High shipping prices, ultra high economy prices on fucking everything nowadays. All the essentials, high ES, and you also have oversaturation on the market of statues and characters. So all of that is leading to these companies, Sideshow in particular, just having tons of fucking stock. So the only way to get rid of it is throw discounts.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that you say that's how you got your Carnage. And here's the thing with the discounts. I've seen a lot of cool things. It's just not stuff that I collect. So I'm like hoping something I collect pops up on seconds and stuff. So I'll check it from time to time. And then when Batman Statue Collector, I love watching his channel. He'll post something in his group and he'll say, hey, this is on seconds. By the time I click that shit, it's well like gone because it's in his group. So I never get a chance to do it. But what was cool is you brought up the Carnage. I want to show this to you guys too. I have that Carnage premium format, which I think is the best licensed Carnage in my opinion.
That's the new one, right? You guys are talking about, because there's been three.
Their newest one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. It looks fantastic.
So I ordered this to go with my premium format. I saw it and I liked it and I was like, man, that looks so good. I think it would match up good with it. So I ended up pre-ordering it. It hasn't come out yet, but I really like this. Like I said, Cash is the one who's got me looking at these prints because I think he talks about them from time to time. So
Yeah, man. That's my buddy Marco right there. Amazing artist, man. Marco Mastrazo, amazing artist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like this. I can't wait for this. I'm gonna get it framed. It's gonna come in the frame. I don't have a picture of it framed, but yeah, can't wait for that.
That's cool.
And I saw Dwayne in the channel said that JC did confirm a Mr. Sinister. So shout out to Dwayne for being on top of that.
Oh,
I didn't know
nice.
that.
What do you think about their DC line? Are you going to be going into the DC line?
I'm glad you brought it up.
Wait, what are you talking about?
It's rumored that. Oh, go ahead, Shannon.
LBS. Yeah, there's the rumor going around that LBS is going to be doing DC 1/3.
Okay, another option, man. Options are always good.
How do you guys think that would affect Prime 1 with how they keep coming out? Like, say they come out with a spectacular like the Green Lantern, which looks great, but some people might get mad at a 1/4 Green Lantern. But at LBS, there's not going to be a 1/4 that comes back out. How do you think that affects it?
I think Prime 1's still going to sell well because they make good quality statues. They do have shitty practices, but from a business standpoint, I get it. I'd do the same if I ran Prime 1 and I could make millions of dollars extra if people are going to buy it. But from a collector standpoint, it's a kind of kick in the nuts every now and then. But I don't think it'll affect it too much. I just think it might even make Prime 1 step up their game if they have direct competition for 1/3 scale licensed DC.
Competition is good, right? When you have competition, it makes other companies or it makes other people push themselves to make something that's different or better. So competition, I think, is always good. Do I think it's going to affect Prime 1? Hell yeah, it's probably going to affect them for sure because they make a lot of DC pieces. So if somebody else is getting a DC license and they're making 3rd scale or even 1/4 scale, because Prime 1's making 1/4 scale now too, some 1/4 scale stuff. Yeah, I think it would 100%. Those are the same buyers. Those are the same buyers. Now you got 2 companies making them, so I think it would affect it. Yeah.
It's also going to play a factor if they make the same characters or not, because there's a lot of characters Prime 1 hasn't made.
This is true.
So if LBS comes out and starts making a bunch of characters that Prime 1's not even made yet, then obviously it's not going to affect anything.
That's another thing too. Like if Prime 1 gets a Marvel, if they do more Marvel stuff, they would kill it. They would kill it even more than what they're killing it now. They just have a really good reputation of good quality stuff, really good details, really good sculpts. So they got that. That's the one up I would say that they have, is that they've been doing it longer. So they got more of that fan base, but it's going to still affect stuff.
Do you think it would make Prime 1 stop doing like great statues in 1/3 and then making them again in 1/4? Do you think it would make them slow down, or do you think they just wouldn't care?
I would tell you that Prime 1 has a reputation of still doing what they want to do no matter what. So they're probably going to end up doing the stuff that they feel that they're best at or that they got a license for, and then they're just going to keep doing that. Unless there's like a dramatic drop in sales, I don't see them really changing too much. They've always kind of done their own thing no matter what people thought, right? To a degree.
If anything, it might even go the other way. If their 1/3 scales do start getting affected by LBS, they might make more characters in 1/4 scale that they previously made to try to offset the loss of that cost.
Yep. So Jay confirmed the Sinister for LBS. That's what Dwayne Davis said. I also feel that people that got into collecting jump ship because they weren't real collectors. They just found a way to keep busy during the pandemic.
That's fair. People had free time and free money.
You had a ton of people. It was on the news that Amazon was like their sales went through the roof because everybody was just home scrolling on their phone buying shit.
Well, look at pets. You try to buy a dog. It doesn't matter what type of dog, a German Shepherd, doesn't matter. Tried to buy a dog 2 years ago during the pandemic. Prices were like doubled or tripled for puppies because everybody wanted a fucking dog because they were home alone and they were feeling all sad and alone. Now they're back to work, and the SPCAs and kennels, they're just overwhelmed with dogs that people are giving up because, well, now they don't have time to take care of those dogs because they're back to work.
Yeah. Smaller ES in the future. So, yeah, I mean, we're definitely, I think a lot of collectors have been talking about ESs are getting really small now. I mean, even for places like Sideshow, their ESs are kind of shrinking. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
What do you think on the forced perspective pieces, specifically the Psylocke and Ronin Wolverine? Those are like 500 and 600. Is it because the POs aren't going that well, or is it because of, like we've been talking about, needing discounts for high ES?
I think it's both. I think it's a combination of both.
I would tell you this. I'm in sales, and I can tell you, and I deal with inventory. When you have a plethora of inventory, or even if it's in production, because you're not going to just stop production in the middle of production. You're already invested. You got to finish, right? You got all these things that you were planning to do, and now your sales numbers, you know, the economy is affecting everything, obviously. So if you don't have, if those same buyers are slowing down because of what's going on in the economy, and in our hobby, this is all secondary stuff, not like priority stuff. Yeah, shit. Yeah, they're going to be like, hey, whoa, pump the brakes a little bit. We can't sit on too much of this inventory because we got a lot more shit coming out. We got 10,000 freaking things of the Mythos Vader or whatever the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
man. Yeah.
How much was it? I forget.
11,000.
Was it really? Yeah, there you go.
How ridiculous is that? That's absurd.
But it might. But here's the thing. I have it in my daughter's room, actually. That was one of the stipulations for being my intern. She's got my symbiote Spider-Man. She's just holding it for me until I figure out my display in here. Anyway, 5,000 sold out. I never would have thought that 5,000 would have sold out that quick, but it did. You know, Vader is a popular character. At the same time, like you gotta be careful because you got a character that's like super popular that everybody would buy. But then you got to be careful that you don't make a mistake because that's an expensive mistake. You sitting on inventory forever. Sideshow's Wolverine on the Sentinel hand. I love that. That was actually one of my first pieces because I haven't been collecting as long as you guys. But like that was one of my first pieces. I love that statue. Isn't it still in stock?
I think it is. Yep.
The Sideshow Wolverine with the yellow outfit. Yeah.
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 5-degree leaning.
It's still in shop. It's still in stock. So you got to be careful. How big is your warehouse? We're complaining about space with our boxes in our houses. Shit, they got a whole warehouse full of shit that they're trying to get rid of. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
And I think collectors smell blood. Like if they think that Sideshow's having trouble, they'll continue to wait to see how deep those discounts will go. I know a lot of people are waiting until next Black Friday and all those sales to see what they want to get. So
Black Friday.
If I would have asked you 3 years ago, would Sideshow ever come out with a discount in the future for buy one, get one half off? Would you believe me? You'd be like, fuck no, bro. Get out of here. $700, a lot of cases, a $1,500 statue, half off.
Yeah. I thought I had to rush and hurry and get the blade from PCS because it only had 400 pieces. But I mean,
that's okay. So, yeah, Mitchell makes a good point. Have you guys seen anybody else? Has anybody else but Sideshow been doing the discounts? I've seen Spec do it. Not like half off, but
Prime One always has their summertime discounts, and then
the winter sale.
The winter sale, yeah.
So
the biggest
Prime One's always done that a couple times a year.
Yeah. Love that print. Thank you. I love that thumbnail. The takeover begins. Michael Raven, Prime 1 prices will drop if LBS drops a killer Superman, and I have a feeling they will.
Michael, I have a feeling they will too.
I'd say that's a pretty good feeling.
I think they have a great chance of doing that with a Batman, and get that triune going real quick. I think that too.
I bet you they do a Dark Side.
I hope.
Prime One prices will drop.
If I was a betting man, I'd bet on it. Put it that way.
Drops a killer Superman piece. Yeah, I think you're right there, buddy. I think you're spot on with that one. Even pre-orders have slowed down drastically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, here's another thing too. They can still make a lot less of an ES and charge more money and still make the same money they were making 3 years ago. You get what I'm saying? They could still make less of the statue that they were making and still charge us more. And as long as they get a fraction of those buyers still buying, they're making the same amount of money that they were making 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I pre-ordered their Joker and it had 600 ES. So I was like, I don't want to miss out on that. And I like it. So
is that the new? Are you talking about the new one?
Yeah, Daniel Bell. Yep.
That one looks so good. Looks so good.
Yeah.
The shipping is changing the game. Just not worth it. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I think they're actually inflating those shipping prices. My Raphael what's up, Crippler? My Raphael that I just got not too long ago wasn't actually bad from Sideshow. I said it in my review. It was $100 from Sideshow.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
It was $100 for a third scale. Now it's a small third scale. Like he's not like a huge, like you could put him, I got him with quarter scales right now. So he's kind of, but the turtles were smaller, right?
Yeah. They're like 5 feet tall or something.
Yeah.
5'2".
But again, $100 from Sideshow. Not bad. Now you got to pay $100 in taxes too. Fucking taxes, man. Taxes kill me. Every time I get my paycheck from work, I see like I made this amount, this gross amount right before taxes, and then you see your net. You're just like, oh my God. Taxes takes up a lot. Crippler, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Rock City Arkham, what's up, everybody? Crippler, Michael Raven. Rogue is still in stock. I think he was trying to say. Oh yeah, you're talking about the Sideshow Rogue where you're talking about the Fergie edition.
Great looking piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They just
when somebody told me Fergie, I could never take it out of my head.
It is Fergie. Come on, look at those cheeks. It's Fergie. 100% Fergie. Great piece though. Great looking piece.
Hey, shout out to Crippler, man, because Crippler is killing it on Sig's channel. He is the funniest dude on that channel.
Off the hook. He's so funny, so entertaining. I don't even know half of the stuff he's going to come out with, and I just love it.
Who cares? It's fucking funny. It's funny. It is so funny the way the shit he's doing. It's entertaining. It's something different.
Something no one else is doing.
Yeah.
And he's a little crazy, so it's great.
With the shipping price being like they are, and people are always saying that, have you guys decided to be more choosy or more picky or are you just expanding how much you're going to spend?
I'm definitely more choosy.
Yeah.
Definitely. I see light at the end of my tunnel for my collecting. Like I only have so much space left. Like I still got a bunch of space for Transformers and some other pieces, but I got one more Spidey villain, one more X-Men, couple X-Men villains, two more Star Wars, and like that's it's coming to an end. And then after that, it'll be a 1-for-1 trade if I buy something new to replace it, because I won't overcrowd it and make it look shitty.
You keep one character. Okay, how about this, man? I know how much you love Dr. Doom. If you've made a budget for, you've already spent your budget, and the greatest Dr. Doom comes out, what are you gonna do? You gonna expand your budget and get it no matter what, or are you just gonna say, no, I can't do it?
That's my favorite character, man. I get it.
And you've okay. I was gonna say, because you maxed out your budget, Go ahead and get it.
I'd find a way, man. I'd find a way. Hey, it's a sickness, bro. It's a sickness.
What do you think of this Doom, Cash?
You know, I really like the character itself. I really like. I don't know outside of a custom group how this would pass license wise, just due to the base.
You think it's too big and elaborate, or what? Do you think it takes away from Doom, or do you think it fits good?
I think the theme fits well. It's like the concept is nice. Like I get he's a ruler, so I get it. You know,
Sure.
I love the engravings. I don't have anything negative to say about it, honestly. I like it.
It's got kind of a little bit of an LBS feel to it with all the little statues inside the base.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's a lot of base.
This is a render, right?
That's a big footprint. I believe that is a render, yes.
Yeah, I would just need the base kind of shaved a little bit. Outside of that, for it to pass through, I think I'm fine. I love the arms, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if this comes out even remotely anything like this looks amazing.
I'm sure.
I don't know too much about Doctor Doom, but I mean,
no one can defeat him in Marvel. That's literally all you need to know. I was just playing, man.
Let's see. Yeah, that looks sick, man. Did you get that Doctor Doom by Sideshow, the premium format?
Yeah, I did. I actually canceled a custom one that I had on order that was made by Caleb, and I canceled it because the Sideshow was so good to me. Like in person, the fabric cape I thought was gonna bother me, but if you can pose it right, even though it's a lot more cape than you need, it's on point, man. That statue has so much presence, and that was by far the heaviest damn statue I have in a 1/4. That thing is heavy, man.
It's pretty tall too, isn't it? It's
yeah,
fairly tall.
Yeah.
That's why I love Sideshow, man. Like, I love these more detailed statues. They're just so expensive when you got these dioramas but Sideshow makes such a good, like, I don't want to say mid-level product, but you get what I'm saying. Like, for what you're paying for, it's a great product. You know what I mean? I think their X-Men look great. In some cases, it looks better than some of the XM stuff. I like XM stuff too, but
yeah.
I mean, for the most part, I'll take XM over Sideshow almost any day of the week. But like, just to prove your point, half of my X-Men are Sideshow. I picked them over XM. Like, they did a great job.
Like Cable from Sideshow looks good.
Fantastic. My favorite Cable on the market.
Do you have him?
I don't, because I could only fit so many X-Men characters on my one garage shelf, and Cable didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
But I do love that piece. I would love to own it.
Yeah, I wanted to.
That was such a good one. I should have picked that up when I had the chance because that sold out. But I think it sold out. Did it sell out?
Yeah.
Best comic book Cable out there, in my opinion.
What was the edition size on that? Do you guys remember? Is it 1,000?
Deadpool? Oh, edition.
No, for Cable.
Either 1,000 or 1,500. Wasn't that much?
Sounds about right.
Wasn't that much for Sideshow? Yeah. Anyway, this looks good. This looks super good. This right here, like in person, like I can imagine when this is done, this is going to look crazy in person.
Dwayne said this is sold only as a kit for only 15 edition size.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think this is cool. Talk about X-Men.
Oh boy.
What are your thoughts on this?
I like it.
Shane,
I'll start with you.
Overall, I think it's good. I think the base looks cool. I like that they reworked the hair and gave her some I'm I'm not a fan of, and I'm not one of these thirsty fucking guys who never get laid, but I'm not a fan of like the way they did the tits on her. Like it just doesn't look right. Like look from the front, it looks like a chest. It doesn't look like
they look more like pecs. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. The other thing about XM, they do great pieces, but they don't do a lot of expressions with their female characters, like, or some of them, like Rogue. Very, very plain, not really a lot of facial expression, like no emotion there. Same with Jean here. I understand she's in the battle, but wouldn't she be like a little angry or a little something? Like she just looks like someone's telling her a story and she's bored.
Yeah. Going
That's
off
really
what you
my only
said,
critique with this. Other than that, like I think it's a great looking statue. I really
just
do.
because you mentioned it, I think XM does really cool X-Men statues. I really do love their X-Men statues. My one little nitpick, I've already said it before, facial expression, man, is just, I need something there. But I think, listen, I would buy this. I've been very tempted. Actually, I saw your video recently, Cash, that you did on your thoughts on this. After that, I was like, man, I want to buy this thing. But you know, I'm not collecting X-Men right now, and
restraint, man, restraint.
I know. It looks so good though.
Let me also put this out there. So overall, if I could buy this or Sideshow's Jean Grey, which I have the Sideshow and I'm happy with it because I like Jean Grey, but I don't love Jean Grey, right? So if I'm going to go big and elaborate and give her more of a footprint and spend a lot more money on an X-Men, it's not going to be for Jean Grey, for me personally. That's just not who I would do it for. With that being said, this piece is double what the Sideshow piece is. This is $1,100 and Sideshow's was $560 for the ES or for the EX. So it's double the price. So is it worth double? For me, no, but I still think it looks fantastic.
What's your thoughts on the suit, though? Are you a fan of the suit choice?
I don't like how XM over modernizes everything. I realize some suits you can't just keep like one thin leotard. You got to add something to it or it'll look weird. But overall, I think it looks good. I think they did a good job. They put their XN spin on it, and I think it looks good. Am I the biggest fan of it? I'd take a little bit of modernization off for me personally. But overall, I think it looks good.
Do you think the classics could ever sell like when Cyclops had the scuba visor, you know?
I do. I think if they did make like a classic, like the original X-Men.
Yeah, like a limited run, like 50 ES or something.
Yeah, Beast is human and you have Archangel in there and without the wings and that. I think there's, if you do a small ES, like a run of 50 or 80, I think there's enough people that would want the traditional classic X-Men to do it, yes.
Yeah.
But XM can't come and put their fucking modernization spin on it because it's got to be like really classic looking. That's the whole point of it.
I like both. I like that they do like the modern takes on stuff. I like modern looking shit. I like the way this looks. I like everything about this statue. Again,
they like to put shoulder pads on everyone. I don't know. I'm not a shoulder pad guy, but they always throw shoulder pads on people.
It just looks cool.
I could do without the shoulder pads. That's probably what I like the least about her outfit.
Okay.
That she's not playing football. Do a lot of enemies and sentinels aim for the shoulders? You'd figure you'd put some padding on your chest where your heart is. You know, your organs, not your fucking shoulders. Like, I don't know. That's just me.
I think this looks really good. I like the colors. I understand that the price is a little bit more, but you're getting a whole, like almost like a whole other statue down here, where the Sideshow one is got, I think, just like some flame effects or something, or psychic effects. I can't remember.
If you're comparing this to Sideshow and saying it's a little bit more, it's $540 more. It's double the price. So,
but see, if I was, you're right. You're right. I mean, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean?
If this was 800, it'd be a little more.
But I would say, I like the fact that she's using her powers
Yes.
I like the fact that there's almost a whole other statue down here. I can see where that takes time to do those things. You got the psychic ability up here, which is not that big of a deal when you're comparing it to Sideshow. But is it really supposed to be compared to Sideshow, though, right? Is it just a different option, a more an option? I guess you would compare it because you're like, hey, do I get this nicer one with a more elaborate base, or do I just get the more simple one from Sideshow and spend half the money?
Well, it comes down to, do you have the money? Do you have the extra shelf space to give because it's got a bigger footprint? And do you like a more of a modernized look or more of the classic look?
Let me ask you this. If money wasn't the option, which one would you buy?
I would have to check the dimensions on this because I'm limited on my space. I got spot for a storm that I got to buy. So if this gene took too much more space than the other gene, and the other gene takes no space at all. It's a joke how little of a footprint she has. That's what I like about her.
That's true. Yeah.
If it took too much space, then I wouldn't be able to get a storm possibly. So,
yeah.
And again, for me and Jean, she's probably my least favorite of the 90s animated series characters, other than Jubilee, of course, who's fucking useless. But yeah, so I think this does look great, though. I love the look of her power, her using it, her twisting and contorting.
I love this thing.
I
love everything about this thing. The only thing.
Oh, you don't like that?
Do something with the face. Just do something.
I thought you meant her psi powers.
No. I'm saying the face. Like, I like everything about it, and I know I keep talking about it, but like, do something with this face. Something needs to happen with the face.
It's too plain.
And
at least one of my rogue portraits has a bit of a smirk. It's kind of, you have to be like 3.6 inches close to it and squint with your left eye, but you could see a smirk. At least it's something. But this is just it's just too plain, the portrait.
I think XM is one of the best statue
like smiling
companies out
or
there.
Screaming or snarling or something.
But you gotta make some kind of facial expression. Everything else, I think they're nailing pretty good. And everything else,
you gave us two portraits and you made them both plain.
They made them both plain. Yeah, the
make
other
it a little different.
What was the other one? There it is, right there. It's the same exact.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, I would love to go down the X-Men line, but that is a whole other line.
You should.
Whole other line.
X-Men's worth it.
It is. Do it.
See?
Do it.
The panel has spoken.
Do it.
Here, I'll let you guys talk about this for a second. I'm going to run and use the restroom real quick, but Funko stock fell 25%. I'll let you take it away there, Trey. I'll be right back.
It said they were laying off 10% of their workforce, and it said they were basically putting a bunch of their Funko Pops in landfills. You know, not even like melting them and reusing the plastic, whatever they use. Yeah, they're being thrown in landfills.
Really?
And that's the news that came out this week. That's why the stock fell so hard. So, and what my question was too was, do you think that is somewhat what's going on with Sideshow having to do the discount so heavy? It's because they have so much backstock with so many different pieces that if they don't, they're going to have to start laying off people, or, stop making as much, or getting in more into the distributing, that type of thing. So what are your thoughts?
Go for it, Cash. I keep answering first. I feel like I'm holding up the mic, so you go for it.
That's definitely shocking, as far as the landfill thing. I don't even know what to say on that. Like, I would just assume I'd rather sell it for $1 versus throw it away. You know what I mean? Like,
well, they said it costs too much for them to. It costs more to them to sell it than just throw it away.
That's even hard to fathom.
What did I miss?
They said it would cost like the Funko Pop, the Funko brand. It would cost them more to sell it instead of just throw it in the landfill. Just because even if they tried to sell it even at a lower price, they still got that stock sitting there. They still got to try to ship it out, all those kind of things. So they said it was Cheaper to throw it in the landfill.
Wow. I'm speechless, man. I
Thank
don't
you.
even know
Yeah,
what
that
to say
doesn't
to
make
that.
sense to me. I don't even know why they would tell people, to be honest.
I think they.
like
I think they
devalue-
had. I think
it's
they had to
devaluing your
because
own
it was a
product.
stock.
And everyone's going to fucking go searching through landfills.
And I think they held the news as long as they could, but like with the stock owners, they want to know, where is my money? You know, I want to make my profit, and they got to be forthright or get in trouble.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I've never been a Funko collector. I don't know if you guys ever have at some point. I bought a couple for like my kids and stuff, but it's not something that I really get into that much. You guys ever collect any Funkos? Or anybody in the
few.
chat?
Yeah, I didn't sold them all, most of them, for like bigger profits too.
Yeah.
Never did Funkos, never did Hot Toys.
Let's see what's going on in the chat. But the prototype is sold for 7K. What were we talking about? What prototype are we talking about? Yeah, Sideshow Cable's nice. Rocksteady Arkham, oh damn. Yeah, that cable is awesome, man. That's one piece I'd probably go back and buy. Production resell.
I think we were talking about that Doom.
Really nice.
The Doom.
Oh, okay. Probably between.
Sideshow does make some good pieces, and lately they've been making some really solid pieces, man. They really have.
I think they're doing, and I like the fact that they're trying different things, and we're going to look at those pictures here in a second with the forced perspectives. But Sideshow Psylocke is one I'd really want to pick up eventually.
Buddy, if this was meat, I'd be fucking on my ass halfway through the show. If that 2 liters of meat. I was messed up enough last night. I don't need any meat tonight.
Love the base on the Gene. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I'm not trying to sound like a complainer, but I would collect a lot of XM's X-Men stuff. There's like 4 or 5 of their pieces. It's just the expression that does it for me. And I don't think it's like terrible. It's just I would prefer something going on with the face. I think she would, yeah. Well, you could get away with how flat she looks, but just because she's supposed to be wearing a suit, right? She's jumping around, she's doing things. I would assume
Sure.
that she probably wants things to stay in place.
She needs
We're
support.
we're thinking realistically.
Yeah, but
Dwayne
no one
Davis.
wants to see that on a hot chick statue.
Yeah. Power effect on the back looks like toothpaste to me.
I like it. From what
I
I
don't
see,
think it looks that bad. Yeah.
but I
For the
could
price-
understand the take.
For the pricing, I would rather get the Jean Grey Phoenix statue for $980. Oh yeah,
Fair enough.
that's a nice statue. You guys like that statue?
Yep. It's nice.
Yeah, I like it.
I just didn't. I was worried about the size. I'd like to see it in person first.
I can't stand those bulky shoulder pads with the chin guard.
I'm with you. That I don't like at all.
Like how they captured the power in the base. You see how it's kind of split, right? It just depends on what you like.
You know what? I always thought, why can't they make those? Because, like I said, they like those fucking shoulder pads. Why not make it magnetic so people could take them off if they don't want it?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? That way you get
Yeah,
the best.
without a key, you mean? Just
Charge
like
an
a
extra
flat.
$20 per statue, and just take
Yeah.
it off, and maybe take the wrist guards off, so you have more of a classic look or more of the modernized look, and you can do what you want with it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
What do I know? Fuck.
Let's see. Duck Rogers, Jubilee. You think they'll ever make a Jubilee? Like XM will ever make a Jubilee? I bet you. Honestly, I know, Shane, you don't like Jubilee, but I think that would sell out pretty quick.
It's not that I don't like her. She's just fucking worthless. What does she do? She's useless. I mean,
I think
she's part of the
Cyclops is.
series, so I'd consider getting her, but she's just, what does she do in the cartoon? Like, she's a liability.
What'd you say, Cash?
I think Sideshow should do it because I know the female portrait will be
spot on.
better. Yeah.
If anyone does it, I agree that Sideshow should do it.
Same
Yeah.
XM female blank portrait. Yeah, I agree with you, Jesse.
I hate to see
Listen,
LXM
and I'm not
water.
bashing. I am not bashing XM. I don't want to make it seem like I am. I actually really like XM. It's just, you know, they got to work on those face sculpts a little bit.
Yep.
I'm into Crippler UFC ladies for the win. X-Men. I agree. I'm on a mission for every X-Men character. All right. Anyway, let's go through some of these pictures so we can get through this. Shane, take it away. What do we got right here? This the Invisible Woman?
Yeah, it is. It's custom being made, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Fantastic Four. You always get some customs. No one's quite tackled it yet. XM has started, but they still haven't done. Well, they did a Thing, right?
Thing,
Yes.
yeah, Super Scroll.
No one's done a Sue Storm yet, or so. Yeah, we'll see. I think it looks good. XM has been, or Fantastic Four has been a missing link in the licensed statue company, I think, for Marvel. It's kind of weird because they got a big following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of surprising to me that no one's made a Fantastic Four yet licensed.
Is this real right here? 30 million worth sending to the landfill?
I don't know.
Is that real?
It was a ton.
He's talking about the Funkos. $30 million? If that's true, that is ridiculous. That's to write the total loss and donate them. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this Invisible Woman looks cool. I always like how they, you know, Mr. X had a Invisible Woman that was showcasing her powers, like it was like half resin on her leg or hand or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that one looked really cool.
Did any of you get the Thing and Super Scroll?
No, I got no room for Fantastic Four. I like them. I don't love them. So I go with what I love, like Spider-Man and his villains and X-Men and stuff like that. I got no room for Fantastic Four.
Got another custom here. Who's this character, Shane?
Agent Venom. This is the not Eddie Brock, the Flash Thompson. I almost said Flash Gordon. The Flash Thompson Venom returns into Agent Venom after Eddie Brock. Not my Venom, just, you know, I thought it'd be cool. It's something you don't see often.
Kind of got a Spawn look to him almost a little bit, right?
There it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, with the mask. And then you get down to the chest and you're like, no, that's not him. Let me try to take this banner off. Yeah, this looks cool.
I don't know if Duck's referring to me talking about Jubilee, but if you love Jubilee as much as Rashid loves Blade, well then, I don't know. I'm just saying she was useless in the cartoon and in the comic book. She doesn't do much, but whatever. I'm not picking on Jubilee.
Her powers are like I would say like the corniest power, but I mean, she was still an iconic character for me.
Well, you think she'd have potential, right? Like she shoots out that shit. You'd figure it would hurt or melt you or.
It's like fireworks that she shoots out.
Like
of
everyone she shoots is just like ha ha ha, laughing at her.
Yeah.
Like, what does it even do? Is it?
I think it's more of a distraction than other things because every time she used it, she was like distracting somebody or something.
Yeah, it's like she shoots LED lights out of her hands or something. It doesn't do any damage. It just looks cool. Is
this something you guys would buy?
No.
No.
That's not my Venom.
4,000 J&D Studios. 4,000. What was it? Followers or 4,000 units sold? What was it?
Followers. They marked their 4,000th follower and came the same time with all this controversy. So I thought that was interesting.
That's what happens when you stir up controversy.
Yeah.
Right? Smart move. Good for them.
Yeah. I mean, still J&D's in a lot of people's mouths that it wouldn't have been. You know, so people have short memories of bad news.
One of Jim Lee's worst creations. I think he's talking about Jubilee. Age of Venom looks dope.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I heard that too, that they're not continuing the Fantastic Four.
I was hoping to get all Fantastic Four from XM, but I heard that they are stopping after the Thing and Super Scroll.
I'm going to assume Super Scroll and Thing didn't sell well enough.
Wow.
Dude, they did the same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy. Like they just make half of the groups. That's
right.
That's kind of upsetting. Yeah.
Crippler, I know those are your boys.
J&D boys. Crippler always says J&D fanboys, they're built different, and he's not wrong.
He's not wrong to a degree, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess when you're making something, you start going back to, the Fantastic Four, you start making something. If it doesn't sell that well, do you keep making it? I mean,
well, you don't start a Fantastic Four line with Super Scroll.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't start a Lord of the Rings line with a shitty Arwen. Like, it's probably not the best idea to start a line.
It's not like the hype. You need like a good hype character,
right? You get your strongest, so people buy the most. Then a second one, and people buy the most. And then it's like, well, I've already got half of the group. I got to buy the other two.
But Shane, they do fire very well. Human Torch, I thought, would have been the perfect one to start with. They do fire amazing.
I XM and Fire to this day, their Ghost Rider on bike is still up there as one of the best fires on the market, and it's 6 years old?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And Ghost Rider's just a cool character.
Look at Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
They kill it.
Yeah.
I agree with you. That's a great call, Cash. Get Aang on the phone. Someone call Aang. Get him on the phone.
I wonder what cosmic characters are not going to be made because of that and because of Nova.
Oh, I forgot about Nova.
I don't know about their Nova. It wasn't the best XM piece. It's not the worst XM. It's no Mr. Sinister, but it's no Ghost Rider on bike either. So,
Yeah.
It's probably the pose, if anything, man.
Yeah, it's the pose. They should have come out with Silver Surfer to help with this cosmic line.
I got a question for you, boys.
Yeah.
One XM piece. It doesn't matter if you love the character or not. It's up to you. What is the best XM piece ever made? And not LBS, XM, in your opinion. Even if it's a character you love or a statue you own, what is their best statue they've ever made in your opinion? I know it's hard. And I know Crippler's going to say Magic, so his vote doesn't count.
I'd say either Ghost Rider on bike or Dark Phoenix.
I'd go Ghost Rider on bike.
Ghost Rider is really good. I kind of like that. I like that Ghost Rider on horse.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that looked good. It was different.
Like it more than bike?
I think I like it more than the bike because I know everybody likes the bike more. I'm just that kind of guy. Like I know everybody's gravitating towards the bike, and I like the bike a lot too. But I think a lot of people slept on that horse piece. I think that was, I think that was cool looking.
Do you think those are going to be considered better than the Maestro when it comes out?
No, I think the Maestro is going to take the pie on a lot of stuff. But not everybody's going to get it. That's the thing.
Your girth of Maestro is going to be.
Will Maestro be as popular because it's so huge? You know what I mean?
It's the size that's going to make, and the presence it has is what's going to take it for Maestro. Like 51 inches by.
You got to have a dining room table.
40 inches deep is crazy.
You got to have a dining room table.
Yep. Or you got to have shelves like Justin, 48-inch shelves.
Collector's Entity. I purchased the mirror, but I passed on the Arwen. Let me tell you, with this, I don't even care for this chick at all in real life. But I think this looks absolutely amazing. I wouldn't buy it, but I think it looks absolutely amazing. I love the color. I love her face looks beautiful. I mean, even more beautiful than the actress, in my opinion. Her outfit and her costume looks amazing. Her pose was perfect. and she looks. I mean, it just looks great. But you know, is it $2,800 great? I don't know. How much is it again? $2,800?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little too rich for my blood for that caliber of statue.
For me, and people could collect what they want. If they like museum poses like this, that's great. For me, it's too plain, too boring for me for the price. But I do think it looks great. It looks better than what she looks like. If anything, it looks almost too good.
Yeah. Duck Rogers, exactly. Didn't Sideshow start their X-Men line with Wolverine? Get the money characters made first. Yeah, that's a good
100%.
point.
That's smart business model.
Dwayne Davis, Nova Power was more toothpaste.
That I agree.
That I do agree. Yeah. That's got to be one of J&D's worst statues. 4,000 for that. No, I think that's the 4,000 follower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather spend.
This is one of their worst statues. Shit.
Nah, I think that's one of their best, actually.
Yeah.
Have you seen Arwen?
Yeah. They improved that portrait though, didn't they? I saw some pictures going around.
Still doesn't. I don't. It's still off to me. It's really hard when you're going for an actor or actress, because it's not like comic book, right? Where people are like, "Oh, you forgot his fucking little bubblegum pouch on his belt on the left side or something." This is you go for a likeness of a human being, and you're charging that kind of money. It better be 95% or more for that money.
You're absolutely correct. Absolutely. Yeah. Crippler, agree cash. Johnny Storm would be lit with XMs.
Yeah, Johnny Storm would look sick. The more I think about it, the more cash is right.
Apocalypse or XM Sentinel Dio. I agree with you. Here's the thing with Apocalypse. I've said it so many times before. I think he looks absolutely amazing. I love the detail. You already know what I'm going to say, Shane. Except
because I agree 100% with you.
Except that freaking pose, man. That pose. Get something cool, like something powerful. It's Apocalypse, right? I just want to see something like really, really badass in a pose.
But the statue does look amazing.
The statue does look amazing.
Yeah.
I would probably still, if I was collecting X-Men, I would probably still buy that statue, even though I don't like the pose, because I still like Apocalypse, and I think it's still a cool looking statue. But
yeah, I love that statue. I just didn't get it, and it was hard for me not to get it, but because I knew LBS was coming out with one. But I love that statue. Love it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what LBS does with a 1/3 Apocalypse. Oh man!
I think a lot of people are still sleeping on the 4 Horsemen from XM. I think those things look amazing.
They do.
Yeah, that one went up for pre-order this week. I think a couple days ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Famine, I think, maybe.
Yeah. Famine, Pestilence, Death, and War. And then they're coming out with the Angels after that. I don't know if you guys know that, but they're coming out with the Angels right after them. Like there's going to be like 4 Angels, and they're going to have like an android robotic look to them, wings and everything. Yep.
I think the issue they're going to have with that is not how good they look, because I think they look fantastic. I think for how many pieces are on the market today, what those sell for, plus the shipping, is there enough and a big enough fan base for them to sell out? That's the problem.
Yeah.
You got to be diehard to spend, what are they, $2,000 each or something like that? $1,600, $1,800, something like that's a lot of money. You got to be a big fan.
Yeah. That's just like if you like different type stuff, like you don't like the mainstream stuff. You like that kind of stuff too. And I'm that kind of collector. I could be that kind of collector. I like the odd stuff sometimes.
Do you have anything odd right now, Adam? Like I know you got Predator, Ninja Turtles, DC, but none of that's like niche. Do you have anything?
Well, yeah, I got the Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima.
I don't know what you just said, but fair enough. That's niche.
Cash knows what I'm talking about.
It's obviously anime.
Yeah.
And that's not anime.
No, it's Japanese, right? It's a character.
That one right there.
Is that a video game then?
See it?
Yeah.
Here, let me see if I can. That piece right there in the corner.
Oh yeah, that's a cool looking piece.
I love that statue.
Again, I don't know who the fuck
I
it is.
think that's such an underrated statue. I've said this over and over again. I don't know how this thing hasn't sold out. It's a video game piece. It doesn't even look good in video like right now, but if you see it in person, it is such a work of art how they got these leaves, the ginkgo leaves just kind of flowing. If you ever played the game, in the game, you get you use like this action where it tells you the wind guides you to your next mission and where you need to go. And the ginkgo leaves, I think they're called the ginkgo leaves.
Yeah.
The ginkgo leaves kind of show you where to go. So they represented that in the statue with the leaves kind of blowing up, which I thought was cool.
Even the fox is a great touch as well.
Yeah, the fox. And the back of the statue, it's got a whole shrine behind it. You can't even see it. There's a whole shrine behind the statue. And that statue was like $1,000.
What game is it from?
Ghost of, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Tsushima. Did I say it right, Cash?
Is that Prime 1?
That's Prime 1.
That looks like a Prime 1 piece, that's why.
It's amazing. I don't think I'll ever sell this piece, ever.
Yeah, see, that's cool. That's niche. Fair enough.
And it doesn't go with anything else. Like, it doesn't go with this Predator Dio. But, all right, let's try to get through more of this stuff. Because I got to get off here by 2, so see if I can put my camera back. Here we go. And let's keep going through this stuff, these pictures. So we were talking about this Spider-Man. Oh, let me put this back. We were talking about this Spider-Man before, right?
Yep.
How do you guys feel on the Force perspective? I know we brought it up a little while ago.
Personally, it's not my thing. I appreciate what they're trying to do, and I know I've shown this to a couple of people, a couple of buddies, and some of them thought that it was really cool, but they'd like to see it in person to see if it translates well, and a few others are like, I don't like that building at all. It looks very cartoony. It doesn't suit the Spider-Man. I always like to ask people who don't collect what they think of it, and because they give you like a fresh perspective that's unbiased. They don't know who makes it. They don't know anything about it. They just thought that the building looked a little too animated for the Spider-Man. So I guess more of the coloring than anything, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's not my thing, Force perspective. But I think the Spider-Man looks great. I love the pose.
Trey, what do you think?
It's not for me. It's just not for me at all. I think it looks great for people, but it's not for me.
What do you think of that Spider-Man pose? Well, technical difficulties.
Cash, what's your opinion on this? I know you brought it up earlier.
The character
you guys hear me now?
is amazing.
Yes.
The sculpt is spot on. I'm not a Force perspective based fan. Like I said earlier, I feel like with the Ronin and the Psylocke, I feel like it can pass as acceptable. But with this being so glaring based on the Spider-Man's pose, I don't care for it. Like with Ronin, he's leaping, so you kind of can't really tell. And with Ronin, she's just standing on top of it, so it's not. Or with Psylocke, rather, it's not as like up in your face. And I don't want like a birthday card as my base, and then put a statue on top of it.
Yeah, I can see that. What's up, cuz? I like this statue. I like the Force perspective stuff. Like, it's not my first pick for the Force perspective, but I like when people try things different. I like when our minds start going in different directions to try to think outside the box. So I think the Force perspective is not like my first option, but because and I don't think it looks terrible, but because they tried something so out the box and different, it makes me appreciate it more, if that makes sense.
Do you zoom out again? Right there. Do you see how it goes really small at the bottom and then builds up? It does look like animated, like cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't. I don't know. I realize why they did it for the Force perspective, but I don't know. I'm not a fan.
I couldn't sit it by my other statues. I think it would just not look right from my personal eye. But if I had it maybe in a corner with maybe some lighting or something like that, and I just love Spider-Man that much, then I think it would be okay.
Crippler saying, I agree. Shane and Adam about the apocalypse. The pose is just not interesting, but the detail is immaculate. Yeah, I agree with you. Edwin Diaz, the Archangels, Michael and Gabriel. Yep, you're right. He's talking about the four horsemen at the angels that they're making afterwards. Video game piece, PlayStation game. Yep. Yeah, I think I like this statue. I don't know if I would ever buy it, but I've been waiting for a cool Spider-Man statue to come out, like an actual like Spider-Man himself, because I got Carnage and Venom. I'm probably going to end up selling this premium format Venom to get XM's Venom, because I got XM's Venom coming. Venom Arise.
Yes, sir.
You getting it too, huh, Catch?
Oh, man, I was on that day one, man. I love that statue. Can't wait, man.
Yeah. Yep. What do we got here, Shane?
I don't know.
Or is that is this you, Trey?
Did I send that in?
Did I send this?
You guys don't know the character? Is that what you're saying?
No, we were talking.
I'm like, oh god, come on, guys.
We were talking about no. We were talking about because we share photos before the show. Like we didn't know who sent this. I think it was Trey, but he's got bad connection.
Yeah, I sent it. It was basically talking about PCS and how the Mortal Kombat line, they're pretty much going to stop it just because it wasn't selling well. I think the Noob Sabot even only had 100. I think this one, I just can't remember how many this one had, and I think there was the Mylena maybe had 400, but they just weren't selling well enough. I hope we get a Psylocke that looks like this, but that's just me. But what do you guys think about them not even be able to sell those out with such low edition sizes?
I'm not surprised. I mean, it's the same pose with the same statue, just different colors.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks good, but you got to do something a little bit more dynamic and crazy to, Mortal Kombat, you can do so many different things with it. But again, I think Ant was having a couple issues with licensing issues with, I don't want to say license issues, but there were certain things he was trying to do with the statue that he had restrictions on. So that might have been something that killed the statue before it was even born. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, though. What do you guys think? Thank you, Jesse. Now I know how to say it. Shushima.
Yeah, I agree. Not having that extra portrait, with the teeth showing. I think that killed it for a lot of people, It's what they wanted.
Let's be honest. Who wants this as a portrait when you could have the alternative with the teeth and everything?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like having a Wolverine statue without his claws out. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't want it.
Astro, what's up, brother?
What's up, Astro?
Great Spider-Man. Not so great base. Yeah, it's very torn. I don't know if those force perspective things are going to last, but I can really appreciate that they tried something different. I dig that.
Adam, did you say you're looking for a Spider-Man statue in the future to get?
Yeah, something that comes across, maybe. I don't know.
What do you think of, I know there's been like 20 of them, but the older premium format where he's on that steel garter and he's like jumping with his legs together? It's the one I have right here.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it. I'm just waiting for like a new statue to come out. Like, what was one that I saw that I liked? I like that one. I like the one where there's like an explosion going on and he's kind of like looking to the side and he's got his hand out like that.
Is that the other premium format?
That's the other premium format. But I don't like it with the one eye smaller than the other eye. Yeah, I like the big eye portrait. and that one sold out. So I was like, that would have been probably one I would have bought.
What do you think of Iron Studios with all the mayhem in the background and the glass, and he's all scrunched up like he is in that newer Sideshow?
Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, it's about 4 years old. The Iron Studios. One of the batches had a bunch of issues, but it's a really nice statue if you get one without the issues.
Love the pose. Not sure how I feel about the force perspective. Need to see it in person. I'm with you, man. Haven't seen any recently for sale, but I've seen them for as low as 1,200 ship when I saw him at Beast 51. You can definitely get him for a good price if you're patient. Which one are we talking about?
I'm not sure. We talked about a bunch of shit, and we're a little behind in the chat. So I don't know.
No, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but let's keep going with these pictures. I want to at least get through these pictures. One thing I wanted to discuss. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let's go through. So I've been eyeing this thing whenever it gets released. The Scar Predator statue. I don't know. Like I got Ahab coming in. That's a quarter scale, but then I'm like, man, these third scale Predator statues are expensive, but they are so worth it. After I bought that Jungle Hunter Predator, I mean, just mind is blown. If you guys have never seen that in person, if you ever have the opportunity, you got to see this statue in person. It's amazing.
That's right.
I know I sound a little extra right now, but I'm just telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Would you say Predator is your favorite IP?
Nah. I would say it's one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it is my favorite.
If you were going to get a life-size statue of anything, would it be a Predator?
Yeah. Yeah, because it would look badass.
It would look badass.
Yeah, it would look badass with all the armor, and they're like 7 foot tall. So yeah, the Jungle Hunter.
Yeah.
Or like Berserker Predator in my man cave. Fuck yeah, I'd buy one. But like, it's not my top IP. I would say probably my top is Predator, Aliens, Spawn, definitely one. Those are probably my top 3. You know what I mean? But I like this thing because it had the alien down at the bottom, the alien that he slayed in the movie. If you guys ever saw it. But like, yeah, I'm trying to, when you look at these statues, you're trying to plan out your money, right? Because this is easily going to be over $3,000 easily.
Easily.
Is this AVP Requiem, where this movie's from?
Yeah, with the
no,
brothers,
this is
right?
Or is it
this is Aliens versus Predators.
Okay, so it's the
Requiem is the one I think with they're in the city.
Yeah,
they're in the city. Yeah, I think they're in the city.
Yeah, they're in the city in Requiem, in that small town.
Yeah, they're in the city.
Yeah.
I think that's the one with the Pred alien.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You're correct. And this is the one with the alien queen.
I'm going to ask you the Shane question, Adam. What would keep you from buying this? What's stopping you when this comes out from getting it?
That's a great question, Trey.
I don't want to. I want to collect these third scale Predator. I think they're called what, Masterline or whatever they're called. Part of the Masterline. That level. After getting the Jungle Hunter Predator, it just blew my mind seeing it in person. It did no justice seeing it in like pictures. I know everybody says that, but once I saw this, I was like, okay, now I'm seriously looking at getting other ones, because I was gonna say I'm good with just that, and I'm good, and that's it. But now that I've seen that one, yeah. Do we got a little spam in the chat? I just saw. I don't know if we got a little spam in the chat, but. What is that? Anyways, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I want to get the Berserker Predator. That's one I'm probably wanting to get, and then this one.
Yeah.
I just want to probably just get like 3. But then Celtic looks cool too.
Berserker for sure for me, and then I'd get one of the brothers, and I'd be fine.
I'm good on Chopper. I don't really need Chopper. I would like.
Yeah, I agree.
I would take Scar because he was such an iconic Predator in that, and he teamed up with the main girl in the movie, and he was actually trying to help her, but she like earned his respect.
Oh yeah,
she killed the xenomorph, right? She killed the xenomorph, so he liked her because of that. So he gave her the respect she deserved. So I like him because of that, and then I would say Berserker. Those would probably be the 3 I would probably get. But you're talking like $7-8 grand right there after shipping.
Are you both good from that point on, or you're good until you see some more that come out?
We always say that we would be good until we see some new badass piece that comes out. Then we're like, damn it.
Yeah.
But like I got the picture somewhere, but you guys know what that looks like already.
Yeah. I'm cool with both because the movies are in 1/3 and the comics are in 1/4. So I feel like if you want some comic representation, the 1/4 aren't bad. I got the Jungle Hunter and the Hunter's Victim in 1/4. That's the only reason why I didn't get the 1/3 version.
Yeah. I love that Jungle. Is that the big game cover art?
Big game cover art, yep.
I love that piece. I'm not sure if I talked to Adam about this. If I ever got a Predator statue, which unfortunately I probably won't because I just don't have room. I'm not sure which one I would get between the 1/3 scale Jungle Hunter and the 1/4 scale, which is oversized anyway.
It is.
I love them both.
It is too big. It is too big.
For me, it'd be a standalone piece, right? I wouldn't have any other Predators with it. So
yeah.
Remember the 3rd scale Alien that I just unboxed? That I haven't done a review. That's the next review I'm going to do next.
Is that like 32 inches or 30 inches or something?
This Alien, yeah, it's like 32 inches or something like that. It doesn't look right next to Jungle Hunter. It just doesn't.
Well, Jungle Hunter is what, like 38 or 39 inches?
No, Jungle Hunter is 35 inches.
I thought it was 38.
No, he's about 35 inches, I would say. Maybe 36. But that 3rd scale that I got from Todd from Spec Fiction, the Alien Hive Warrior, with all the little face huggers coming out. By the way, the eggs glow. I sent some pictures to you guys. The eggs glow, which is super cool. It just doesn't look right next to the jungle. It doesn't look right next to the Jungle Hunter. That's the only thing. I want a tall alien piece that looks good next to the Jungle Hunter, but he makes everything look so tiny. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
But talking about tiny, do you guys think this bike is tiny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cash, what do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely small, man.
Yeah.
But it was pretty small in the movie too.
It just wasn't.
But let's compare it to this. Wait, nope, wrong way. This.
Now go back.
The back. Put it out like a picture.
Is there a better picture you have of the statue where you could see more of the back of the bike?
No, I don't have one right now.
Because it could be the perspective.
I think it still looks a little small regardless.
It does.
It's cutting off right there. I mean, this is a little shorter back here.
Yeah. It looks odd. It's a little small.
You got to really look at it though. I mean, like if you had somebody coming over to your house that doesn't collect statues, they'd be like, man, that thing looks badass, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But for us as collectors, we're a little bit more nitpicky. So,
because it's our money.
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah. This is true. I would ride a bike like that to work.
With or without the mask.
I would wear the mask.
Take it easy, sweetheart.
Take it easy. Yep. Let's see what else we got here.
Adam, do you have the big game cover art like Cash does?
No.
I wonder how that would pair up with that XM alien that you
perfect size.
Because I love those two pieces, and if I got anything, I'd pair those two up together.
I think that would be the perfect size.
Now you got me thinking.
I really think that because I got my alien over there. It looks too big to be with the jungle, but if I bring it over here with the third scale stuff, it looks like it's a good scale for the quarter scale stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to display those two because they can't be next to each other. If I could take my camera, it's just too dark over there. But like, if I could show you what it looks like, I think you guys would agree. If you guys are the kind of collectors that care about scale when you got your statues together, because I don't want a 10. Just me personally, I don't want a 10 scale right next to a freaking third scale. I get that some people like that, and it still looks cool. That's just not my collection. I don't like that. But anyway, I thought this art print was cool.
Yeah, I actually love that.
I don't even really care for Doctor Strange, but this looks amazing.
I love Doctor Strange, so I may have to get that.
The colors look amazing. And then here's the Venom. I think it sold out with the frame already. Do you guys like that bulbous head?
It's all right. Doesn't catch me at first glimpse.
Yeah. We got 25 people in the chat. Guys, if you could go ahead and hit that like button for me, I appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, Shane, this was the... so this is what I was saying would be cool to go with that throne piece.
Oh, with that tweeter head.
Yeah, tell me that wouldn't look sick.
Yeah, what?
This is Mike Edmonton art, if I'm not mistaken.
This thing looks freaking amazing to me.
Yeah.
Cash.
Well, what's up, Trey?
You getting it?
No, I'm not getting it. I just recognize the artist. That's all.
Okay.
He does some Leatherface work, so you can just kind of recognize the artwork.
Jungle Hunter Predator is fire. Prime 1, Jungle Hunter Predator, yeah. Alien versus Predator, yeah, they're just talking about what we were talking about. Yeah, I think I don't even collect like Joker stuff. This would be. I thought about buying this, but I was like, it doesn't really go with anything I got. Here you go, Shane.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a nice print.
Did you ever get any art prints like this, Shane, from Sideshow?
No, I do have some shit on my walls, but I got canvas. I don't do art prints.
Yeah.
I'm so worried about them falling onto my statues.
Man.
So I got the canvas where
I never even thought about that.
Good. You can put it where you want. You just put a thumbtack in the wall. This shit weighs like a quarter of a pound. That's just me.
I don't think this is real, but I thought this was cool too. Iron Man, like cappuccino maker or coffee maker or something.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys buy this if you guys drink coffee?
I don't. I'm one of those weirdos that don't drink coffee.
I would buy this if it was.
Yeah, I don't.
If it was real, I drink coffee. So we saw this going up on Sideshow Seconds a couple times, huh? And being resold a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we talked about, someone a couple days ago sold one for $900 in the U.S.
Wow. I would have bought that for $900.
Yeah, for 900, that's
a steal. I would have bought it.
Oh, it sold quick.
Was that shipped?
Sure.
If If that was shipped, I would have.
I want to say no, but I don't know for sure. But I don't think it was shipped.
Here's another cool art print that I don't collect Harley, but I thought this was real classy looking, kind of.
Yeah.
You got any more art prints coming in, Cash?
Yeah. I was actually thinking about getting this one. Not exactly sure. I'm gonna pick this up from the unframed version. I like this.
It's low stock right now on Sideshow.
Yeah. I currently have a bunch of art prints I gotta hang up, man. I got a bunch, but I'll get to it.
We're about to get a live pre-order from Cat. That's fine.
Yeah.
Not now, man.
All right, we talked about all this stuff. Let's see what else is left as we wrap up. We talked about the majority of this stuff. Did you guys see this this Batman, this custom Batman?
Different.
Yeah, that base is cool. It's definitely different. It's like a Gotham throne base. The concept is cool.
This is cool looking. I guess that's where it keys right there. There's a little seam line right there, but it looks cool. Going down the Batman line is like a whole other rabbit hole.
Really, how many rabbit holes are there? It's infinite.
It's infinite. Yeah. What's it say? At Jesse, we have confirmed that my man Cash has not seen The Exorcist. You didn't see The Exorcist?
You haven't seen
Nah. I love horror and I always talk about it, but that's one movie I just won't watch. I don't like it. It's always freaked me out as a kid because we had the street light like down the street and it looked exactly like the movie image. And as a kid, I was just like, I don't know. As an adult, still it bothers me, man. I don't know why.
Have you seen any of The Exorcist or just not the original?
Not the original, no. I've seen like Emily Rose and all the other stuff.
And there's a new one out too, isn't there?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I want to see what's it called? Meg, the little robot girl.
Megan.
Oh,
Yeah,
Megan, yeah.
Megan.
It's all right. I saw it.
Is it like watch at home TV worthy?
Yes. Stream
Okay.
it. It's not bad. Just not worth spending the money at the theater.
I think Crippler's laughing at you because you never watched The Exorcist.
Jumbo, baby.
You better believe the fucking memes are coming now, Cash.
I already know, man. These dudes had me dying talking about Afro Sheen and stuff, man.
Oh my god!
I was like, what the freak?
Then you fixed your hair, and last night they said it was the exclusive portrait. Oh my god. Fucking died. Oh, you gotta watch the show from last night. It was so good.
These
You said the exclusive portrait.
Yeah. And I said Cash did his hair in battle rolls. It was so good. He's ready for combat now.
That is funny.
After getting destroyed by the Dildo King.
Oh, you guys crack me up with that shit, man. It's so funny. And like, I always catch it like while it's in the middle of it. I just like, I'll jump into the lobby and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You guys are just talking about like Dildo King.
It's just crazy. It's so fun.
Like,
so much fun. Hopefully no one gets you know.
No, if they do, that's.
Oh no, it's all fun and games, man.
But if they do, then fuck them for being.
Let me tell you, if they do, they need to lighten up. Life's too short, man. We're just having fun. We don't mean anything by it. We all love each other. We love the community. Really, we all do this because we just like looking at statues, man. And we're a small niche community, so we got to stick together.
We're all a bunch of fucking nerds anyway. So
super nerds.
Yeah.
It's all good. Anyway, those are the pictures, guys. A lot of stuff covered today.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice little chill session. Just chopping it up. Trey, man, I'm sorry you're dealing with internet issues, man. I feel bad that you're standing outside.
Warm out here though. It's warm.
Yeah.
Watching the Eagles fly by.
That's dedication right there, man. That's a real collector's table, like co-host right there.
Yeah, man.
Still sticking it out. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on today. That was a lot of good stuff. Cash. Well, let's just go around the horn before we leave real quick. Shane, any words of wisdom before we leave, man?
You could catch me tonight, Collectors Enabled, 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I just want to thank Cash for coming on, and it was a good show.
Yeah, nice. Cash, what you got, man?
Hey man, just trying to come back on the channel, trying to find time to make it happen with this busy work schedule. Today I will be going live at 4:30 p.m. for episode 47 of the Cash and Out Show.
Nice.
Finally bringing it back. Enough people hit me up like, "Yo, what's up with this?" So I'm like, all right, man, it was just work, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it consistently. But today we got an episode at 4:30, so.
Yeah, I'm glad that's back, man. That was a good segment. I enjoyed.
That was a good show, yeah. And sometimes you got to just let it. You got to freestyle a show, man, and just kind of flow with it and see how it goes, and you catch your rhythm and say, hey, man, okay, maybe we'll start doing it at this time because this works on my busy schedule. Because trust me, our demographic, we're all older guys that are busy with families and work, and I know exactly what you mean, man. I'm starting to realize that now.
Yeah.
And what I like, Cash, is I've watched Cashing Out from the beginning. I might have missed an episode here or there, but for the most part, I've seen them all. And you could really see you coming into your own with your interviews and your questions and how comfortable you get with it. And it's nice to see the progression of that.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Only thing bad now is because you've been gone so long. When I'm on, I'll be feeling nervous, man. I don't know. I'm feeling nervous, man.
Nah. Bro, you've been doing this. You've been doing this longer than me, man. You'll be fine. Do you remember my first live stream that you were the first YouTuber to come on my live stream? I had like 5 people watching, and I was doing a giveaway for like my first 100 subscribers, which wasn't that long ago, actually.
Yeah, Sauron. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember it? I had like a terrible camera. I was like moving my laptop around to show like I had no idea what I was doing. So it can't be any worse than that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can't be any worse than that. But yeah, guys, if you guys haven't heard already, go over to Cash's channel. He's going to be on at 4:30. You said Eastern Standard?
Central Standard.
Central Standard Time. Go check him out. He always has a good show. He's just been a little busy. He's popping back in again. And then make sure you're subscribed to his channel if you're not already. Cash has been doing this for a little while now. That a lot of people know him around the community, and he's got a really good channel. So check it out. Trey?
Hey, man, all I can say is keep working hard so you can keep playing hard and spending that play money. So just keep working hard so you can make money to play hard.
Yeah. Good stuff. And again, guys, we want to give a huge shout out to Trey. He comes up with a lot of the stuff that we talk about. He takes the time to do it. It's not even his channel, and he still loves contributing to the channels. That's how I know he's a very selfless guy. Good guy to have on the channel, and I'm glad we got him. So that also goes for my man Shane. Contributes a lot. So as far as me, guys, I just dropped my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Raphael review. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I know it takes me a little bit longer to do these reviews, but again, we were just talking about busy schedules. Cash could attest. Sometimes we get a little wrapped up, and we don't just like putting out crappy quality stuff. We want to put good quality stuff out for you guys. So as far as those books, I hope everybody that won books last week for the 500 subscriber giveaway got all their books. If not, you should be getting them soon. And as far as subscribers, I think we're right at 531 right now. So yeah, I just want to tell you guys I appreciate everybody that comes to my lives, that watches my videos. Everyone has been super, super nice to me. And so I want to show my appreciation to you guys too. So I appreciate everyone. Okay. Our show is going to be, I think, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's a good time for me, or time for us. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
You guys like that?
so far.
12 p.m. time? Dwayne Davis, yo, Adam, we love to be on the stream one of these days, one of these Sundays. Yeah. Yeah, come on, man.
For sure, with Dwayne.
Yeah, and you know what? If you guys are ever interested in coming on the show, we'll probably do like one guest every Sunday. And then maybe we'll start doing something like featured collector or something of those sorts, and you guys show your collection before you come on the show. We'll have pictures ready showing your collection. I think that would be cool too. So, but anyway,
To be on the show, it's a $50 super chat, and then we do it in order.
that is not true. No, you do not have to give me $50. That's funny. Great show, guys. Peace and blessings to you all. Thank you, Edwin Diaz, as always. Guys, thanks for coming on the show today. It was a good show, and I'll see you guys on the next one.